Even though Harvick's rookie season was 2001, 2002 would be his first start in the Great American Race. While 2002 would be his first 500 start, it wasn't his first start at Daytona. He was in the 2001 Pepsi 400 and showed speed early, leading 2 laps after starting 10th. Unfortunately, he would be involved in the race's big one, and he finished 25th. Entering the 2002 Speed Weeks, Harvick was one to watch, as he was driving for RCR, and RCR always brought fast cars to Daytona. This showed right away when Harvick qualified on the front row for the 500, narrowly losing the pole to a rookie, Jimmy Johnson.
But it looks like we'll probably shake out somewhere around 10th, and hopefully we're racing for fastest in class. You know, the Fords down here kind of handicapped with the rule structure NASCAR's dished out, so we'll do the best we can.
All right, he said he's best in class, and that is the case thus far. First 5 cars are Chevrolets. Ricky Rudd is 6th.
No wonder he didn't practice. Look at this. He's a 1/10 of a second faster. Look at that. In the green side, that's good. Green is good.
The pin is out. They pulled the pin.
Uh-oh. He's losing some ground down the backstretch. Getting slower and slower. The engine must be overheated. Now, as he gets to the corner, he's getting faster.
Picks up speed.
Picks up speed in the corners.
Now he's got enough speed through 3 and 4 to hold it what he's going to lose on the straightaway.
It's going down. This is going to be close.
It's going to be so very, very close.
Is it fast enough?
No, it looks like it.
Oh. From turn 4 to the start-finish line, he lost it.
Oh, man. 16 one-thousandths of a second slower than Jimmy Johnson. Great lap, 48.447.
Harvick didn't start in the Bud Shootout that year due to winning no poles in his rookie year, so the duel would show if he had some race pace. And because he qualified on the front row for the 500, he would be on the pole for duel number 2. Harvick would lead the first lap of the duel before being passed by the eventual duel winner, Michael Waltrip. Harvick still ran decent and he finished 4th. Sunday finally came around and Harvick got out to an early lead. Just like the duel though, he would be quickly passed by Michael Waltrip. The first caution of the race would come out on lap 22 when Dale Jr. blew a tire. This would lead to the first pit stops of the day and everyone in the race came in. After Harvick was done with his stop and exited his stall, he made contact with the 4 of Mike Skinner, who was trying to enter his stall. This would give Harvick a little bit of damage on his right front. This damage didn't affect Harvick's car too much, and by the halfway point of the race, he was still running in the top 10. Harvick was running second 3/4 of the way through the race when Harvick tried to throw a block on Jeff Gordon in turn 1 and got turned in front of the field, causing the biggest accident of the day. This ended Harvick's day, and in his first start in the Great American Race, Harvick finished 36th with a DNF due to crash damage.
The 3rd win in the Great American Race. That's a bunch of them. Oh my goodness. Bust us out there, Sammy. Back at Daytona, a massive accident down in turn 1 has claimed at least 15 cars. It started up toward the front of the field. You see the carnage scattered in the corner. Matt Kenseth, Johnny Benson, Ricky Rudd was in it. Oh, look at that. Kenny Wallace, John Andretti, Casey Atwood. Is that Jeff Gordon? Can't see.
I don't think so. I think Jeff Gordon. I think that Kevin Harvick spun. I think that Jeff Gordon was able to get underneath him. I don't know that for sure. Kenny Wallace' car is on fire, but he's quickly out of the car.
Todd Bodine's car there, just barely visible on the left of the screen.
Looks like everybody's window nets are dropped
Yeah,
down.
Gordon made it through. What a scene.
Casey Atwood climbing out.
Good news. Look at his car. All torn up. At the tracks where they use the restricted engine package, Daytona and Talladega, all the drivers talk about the big one. Harvick is out of his car. They talk about the big one, the wreck that sweeps up a large number of cars. It's just happened 3/4 of the way through the race.
All right, Jeff Gordon and the Kevin Harvick make contact going down in turn 1.
And there we were talking about throwing the block, and that looks like what happened.
And the first 4 or 5 cars get through, and then about the 7th or 8th, I don't know, about wherever the 43 car of Andretti, that was the next car to hit. And after that, There's no place for anyone to go.
That's right, the track just becomes completely blocked. Let's take another look. See well, that's kind of a little bit afterwards, but see Harvick slide back up. How did Ward Burton get through that? Wow.
And all those cars on the inside, and then the hole closed up.
Add Jeremy Mayfield to the list of those involved, the 19 car.
Man, oh man.
Now look, let's take another look here. Jeff goes down. Kevin Harvick goes to put on the block, drives down on top of Jeff. Jeff just didn't give. Or if he tried to get out, he didn't get out in time. Yeah, one of the two.
Andretti, a hard lick.
Oh, wow.
You know, same thing happened in the qualifying race between Tony Stewart.
Is that Schrader caught up in it too? Yep, Schrader got a piece of it.
Folks, just watch this and listen as you're part of the big one. On board with Jeff Gordon. We see him. All right, he goes down, tries to get on the inside of Harvick. Harvick comes down to block. They make contact. Ricky Rudd, let's ride on board with him.
This all unfolds right in front of Ricky when Harvick starts to come back down across the racetrack. He's right in Rudd's path. You see Ricky's just far away. See smoke, he slows down. You can't see anything.
Line coming up across the front. Coming back down.
Oh, and
Miller racetrack.
just gets hot behind the right rear. Almost had it cleared.